Hey there, and welcome back to Off the Rails, an educational monster train series where we explore content mods for the game to shake things up. I don't have any particular exciting news to share with you today, so I will, I suppose, just jump right in. We are, back on the unofficial balance patch. We've been there for a few days now, or at least a few runs at this point, and yeah, we've been having a good time of it. I've actually lost a couple, or one, I suppose, and I've won a couple, as it were. So we're learning things, which is always very exciting. The unofficial balance patches are a cool little mod. It's not really little, but it is a mod that I personally maintain. And so I've made a bunch of changes. There was a recent patch. By the time you're seeing this episode, the patch notes video will have gone live, so feel free to reference that. I'll also be putting patch notes continually in the description below. If you're joining us for the first time and feel like reading up on what's going on, what is different, it is quite substantial, but all things considered, it's, I think pretty stable. The intent of the mod, as I've said a couple times at this point, is to side grade a lot of cards, essentially improve the floor of some underperforming cards, balance the ceiling a little of some overperforming cards, and essentially keep existing lines more or less the same with some slight tweaks. And from that position, it essentially just opens up more winning lines. So you can have more various decisions that you could possibly play into. And yeah, so I mean, we did exactly that in our previous run. We had Tethys, and we had huge magic power. I had a Glacial Seal infused with Mollusk Mage. We had Wingmaker, big Wingmaker. We had 3 hits on that. I think it was Intrinsic, Holdover, plus 30. Just disgusting. And we also had Spell Weakness Tethys, so Handheld Totem without the sweep. So that was actually really strong. I was a huge fan. And no sweep didn't actually hurt it that much. It felt cleaner overall. And actually, genuinely, I think it felt better because she wasn't killing herself on spikes, so that's kind of cute. And yeah, it was a big W, so feels good. That means we are currently moving forward to Penumbra, who additionally has some changes. I guess it puts us on a 1-win streak as well if you're keeping track of such things, but I probably won't mention it too much. And I think that's everything I've got for you. So, yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and give this a go and hope for the best. Wow, that was a really fast intro, huh? Dang. I just briefly looked over at the at the OBS levels and I noticed, wow, I only spent 2 minutes and 50 seconds on that. Anyway, hopefully you're all doing well. I'm having a decent one. I've almost at the end of the week. My release is not looking much better. It is so much work, and I'm falling behind on a second project because I haven't had time to work on it. It's just wild. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's get it on this run. I want to have some fun. We are default Umbra with default Hellhorned. That means we get torches, which is great news. We have Rage Talos. This is Rage Arcus and Patient Seraph with Immortal Trade, Ritual of Battle, and a modded Cave-In. The modded Cave-In does not drop units, it applies Ember Drain to friendly units and Dazed to enemy units. It's actually a pretty good survivability plan if we can solve Ember Drain. One of the main motivations for that card being changed is one, Cave-In really functionally doesn't make sense in the clan. It's more of a hindrance than a benefit in 99% of cases, and the Ember Drain archetype really wanted an additional card that contributed, and this is a really appropriate way of taking it, so I'm a big fan of it. Anyway, we are Abandoned Antumbra or Rationing Scales. I always think it's Abandoned Antumbra here. It is a very strong chump blocker for Patient. It is a very strong scaling element for early. It opens up morsel lines in a big way. And the competing Rationing Scales, I think we're going to save health with Abandoned Antumbra equal to or greater than Rationing Scales value. So it's fine. One thing about Penumbra in the mod is that the lifesteal 2 that used to be on Glutton is now baseline. And Monstrous as well does not grow in size with higher ranks. So Monstrous coming in with Lifesteal 2 and 4 size permanently is really good. I'm going to click it here. You'll see what I mean. This card feels much more competent overall. I'm going to take the Horde as well. I feel very strong into this at this point. We're shown Capricious Reflection or Winged Steel. This is difficult. Winged Steel is actually going to be very easy to pull off thanks to Abandoned Umbra. We always have one card for free. It is just a draw relic. Capricious Reflection, however, it's a bit high rolly, but I think it is really good overall. I think it's going to be Winged Steel here. This is a very tough decision because the draw relic is so powerful here. It lets us kind of lean into other things. Faulty Loader is also really good with Trample Penumbra, don't get me wrong. We just kind of obliterate the first floor, but I think it has to be the draw relic here. It's just so good with our setup. Cool. Take the unit trial here. It is Clergy. I should momentarily consider this. I think we're fine. Yeah, we have rituals. I have the ability to scale Penumbra. Should be okay. Life, I may as well fish for another morsel. Yeah, the only thing I would have taken instead is what? I need to, this is 11, so I need to get him to 44, huh? I think I will fish for an attack morsel, actually. We don't see it. I'll take the rubble morsel up top then, get our man up to the high levels. We play double morsels middle with a train steward. Sure. Torch is good. Torch is good. Alternatively, you could do Cave In, but I'm not really interested in that too much. Just being able to get 6 damage in cleans up the mid-floor a lot. I'll take the Torch into money. Penumbra gets a lifesteal morsel. I think I will Cave In on the bottom floor here because it means that they don't get to attack into the Train Steward on middle. And I'm going to put another Train Steward middle because it kills a unit. And the torches on bottom matter because... Yes, torches on bottom matter because of trample damage. Cool. Killing a unit, really good. We saw the Ritual of Battle here anyway, so I think we're going to be fine into the combat overall. Yeah, I don't really see a world where this goes wrong. I can take the Immortal trade here as well, which guarantees that I win this combat, so we should be okay. Cool. Very cool. We just play the other Immortal trade, right? It's not chains. There's no risk here. As long as I don't get one shot, it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're fine. 9 lifesteal is plenty. Cool. Awesome. Alright, free combat with the armor trial. Lifesteal morsel. Genius tier. Take the torch middle. Does not really matter. Cool, we're fine. Yep. Easy. Again, I mean, I have so much lifesteal, it does not really matter. We get through this. No damage taken with the unit trial. Good. Ah, man. Umbra Assault deals 5 damage. It's so much better. Let's look ahead. I'm seeing Hellhorned Banner, most likely. I did vaguely look ahead earlier. I just didn't talk about it. We have a Hellhorned Banner, Umbra Banner on Ring 2. I am encouraged towards the magic shop simply because I have ritual battles, which is pretty good. So that would show me an Umbra banner. It's not great, but it's not bad necessarily. That does force me down the Umbra line. I mean, at least depending on what this unit draft is, right? So there's that. If I do get -1/-1 ritual, then I can immediately dupe it on Ring 3, which is strong. Let's see, late game we have a Ring 8 Temple, and it does not appear that we have a removal dupe anywhere, which is fine. I think Umbra Assault is good. Having a strong ping that gives morsels is good. 5 damage changes it a lot. I'm a huge fan. Interesting. Hidden Passage. If I don't want to do that with a Morsel line. Welder helper. Morsel lines usually won't require the welder helper, I don't believe. I have a lot of lifesteal for Penumbra. I think I skip these. You could take the hidden passage. I think you probably take the hidden passage instead of a skip, actually. Yeah, it is good versatility. We're shown Crucible Collector, Shadoweater, or Demon Fiend, all three of which are changed slightly. Collector gains health scaling with Gorging, which is very interesting. Keeps him alive. Demon Fiend is actually playable. Just unironically playable. He's 3 Ember. What a chomp. And Shadoweater actually gains sweeping attacks, which is very interesting to me, potentially. He sweeps and has Gorge +4 attack. It's potentially really good, right? Potentially, yeah. We could start playing Penumbra lower. Shadoweater is interesting. I think I will try him here, actually. He's a good line. And then Penumbra softens up the floors. We take Shadoweater. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Cool. In which case, what do I want out of him? Alloyed Construct's a good infusion. I think it is left. Yeah, I'm going to lock that in. We're shown Permafrost. Look at the banner real quick. Yeah, Alloyed Construct is excellent. I will be feeding Mr. Shadoweater no matter what. He can't really attack on turn 1 anyway because he has, 0 damage. Alloyed Construct, really good. Cool. -1 into Ritual of Battle. I'm going to re-roll it. If they show me a holdover, I take the money in the middle. And Antimatter Assault going to 15 is a really important number. I could take this. I don't think I need to. I would rather save the money, yeah. Holdover. And it's cheap, too. If we take the money, that's huge value. I put Holdover into Cave-In. That's an interesting... Huh. If you put it in Cave-In, you have a few options. You could daze... Huh. You could do a lot of different things that are very interesting here. You could daze enemies on middle, and then they walk up to top floor where Shadoweater is. Shadoweater hits them. Does this win? You could also potentially do this on bottom and then have... What is it? Penumbra middle? I'm really interested in if this wins. I'm going to try Cave-In Holdover. Very curious to me. We'll try it. And I'm going to hold out for a -2 on that and take 1 ritual to 1 cost. 20 in consume on a torch is strong. I'm not seeing a shop on the next floor anyway, so we take this torch value. Cool, okay. 25 shards is a lot here, but I do feel pretty decent. I have my infusion, I have everything. There's really nothing they could show me from this aggressive amulet. It is just 10 gold, I suppose. How strong are we? Reasonably, I think. Is this free? Probably, right? I mean, the Overcharged Apprentices deal 6, and then we have a 9 in the back, and then Penumbra just punches them. I think it is just free 10 damage. Maybe they show me something really cool. Right, yeah, see, for instance, you can just do Penumbra on the bottom. He does not die. He takes 15 at worst, 20 if everything dies. So you do Penumbra, and then you give him Ritual of Battle, and he kills the floor. We play the Morsel up top. Okay, do I play the Construct on this combat, or do I play Shadoweater? The Construct because I drew him on turn 1. We'll be able to power him up. We have Antumbra. Yeah, we can take the Rubble Morsel here. I can Bottom floor is fine, so we just take the Antumbra Assault up top for 2 more morsels. We may as well stop some of this incoming damage. No reason not to, I suppose. Well, the better choice is just Shade Splitter and give it to Penumbra here. Doesn't change anything. Maybe you take Shadoweater middle anyway. I have the Ember. Okay. It's fine. Do I just win this combat if I give double Immortal Trade to Penumbra here? The answer is probably. Sure do. Sure do, actually. Alright, we hit the X on that. Awesome. Well, Penumbra is really good with lifesteal, as it turns out. Very good unit. Free, everything. We take Prismal Dust here, pretty sure. I already have a ping, don't need Mind Collapse. Ember Cache is cute. I could find value out of that Ember, and the 5 damage blast is decent, but we have Patient Seraph, so I value Prismal Dust quite highly. All 3 imps, wow. Rage Imp is fine. It takes Endless if they show it to me. We'll click him. He's fine. Apex Imp. Wow, okay. We could pivot around Apex Imp here. He got buffed in the recent patch. I'm pretty committed on this Shadoweater setup, though. You do Shadoweater infused with Alloyed Construct and just play a ton of morsels on him. How interesting. Alternatively, we have the ability to self-infuse Shadoweater here for Gorge +6 in total, which is pretty good. We are at the mercy of the Divinity, but I do have the holdover. What is it? Cave-in? I think we stay the course. Man, it would be nice to take Apex Imp here, but no armor. We're not leaning into it. I think it is Alloyed Construct, by the way. I'm pretty confident in that. Yes. I also already have the unit, so that helps. Interesting show, though, right? Interesting show. I don't need the dupe now that I have the Alloyed Construct. There's really no reason to do the left side. I mean, I guess I could take Rage, right? It is good. Probably... I mean, Horde is potentially really good, though. That's an interesting decision point. I'm going to go left because I value that very significantly here. The dupe on... Yeah, it's the dupe on Ritual here that really sells it to me. Show me a -2. Beautiful. Cave-in is online. Okay, fair enough. We take the dupe on 1-cost Ritual here. The nice thing about that is I can trade 1 Ember for 2 turns of days on top floor too. It's pretty cool. Now, do I take this infusion right now? Go to 65? Am I that strong? Maybe. I mean, I do have this Cave-in, which is pretty disgusting. I think I should Alloyed Construct into Shadoweater here. I think so. Oh, right. The Alloyed Construct infusion also comes with fuel too. I forgot to mention that. That's actually really good. Okay. We move in on the caverns now. Random consumables. Sadly, no Umbra. I would have taken a Packed Morsels here. Awoken, Melting, Hellhorned. I mean, Hellhorned could be Alloy. Imp in a box? No. Take my 10 gold and leave. Oh, they gave me another card. Wow. Hallow Drippings? Skip. That has not happened to me in a long time. We need to be pretty respectful. At 65 shards into Daedalus, or Talos rather, she is going to punch the hell out of me. But I do feel pretty darn strong here. Genuinely. 25. I could ping a unit. We take 18. That's 33. If I double ping, it doesn't work though because I need to play Shadoweater. So I think it is Antumbra Morsel up top, Penumbra middle, Shadoweater goes on top floor, and then I Antumbra Assault on bottom. We give 2 more morsels wherever I can. Or 1 morsel. Now, this will be 7/7, so 14. I don't need to play the Immortal trait here, is an important takeaway, because I have the lifesteal on default here, so we're okay. We'll be fine once we hit this thing. What is the thing I'm trying to say? Once I hit Cave In. I couldn't remember the name of the card. Let's see. Ritual, I think, actually genuinely goes into Penumbra. A single ritual and he clears entire waves. I can take the Shade Splitter here up top. I do need to remember that I don't get yeah, I don't get the heal on Shadoweater anymore, so I'm going to tank this hit with the Rubble Morsel. It's okay. We'll ping out one of the Clergy on bottom to save some damage coming in. And we should be okay with that. Alright, this is the scary turn. So I ascend Talos off floor, and we take 18, 22, and we're okay. Yeah, we send Talos off floor. I play Jeweler. Then I put Fledgling Imp up top, which trades, but it's okay. And I will Immortal trade into Penumbra here for additional lifesteal value. Yes. Good. He now goes middle again. Oh, but Penumbra lives on this turn, which is excellent news. We get free morsel up top. I need to play Torch into the big Clergyman on the bottom. Yes. Okay. Cave-In, very strong Cave-In. We just take it on bottom floor to daze Talos here. We Magma Morsel up top. I play the Ritual up top. Play Shade Splitter for an Umbra Morsel. Great news. Let's see, Relentless hits. We're going to be fine. I do not need to play Immortal trade here. Ah, dang it. Our stupid morsels die to the Forged Disciple. That's unfortunate. I can't stop it either. Okay. Alright, fair enough. We can make it up here. We cave in on bottom. I play a morsel. I play a Shade Splitter. I get a morsel. I torch a thing because I guess it doesn't really matter. And we do not play anything bottom. This gives me 5 free turns with Penumbra, which is pretty good. That is pretty decent, I believe. Ooh. I ascend the Protector here. Or do I ascend Penumbra here? How much fuel do I have? 5? If I ascend Penumbra, I get 4 rounds at 120. We definitely kill if I ascend Penumbra. So I do it. We evac the squad. That means that we freely kill the Protector because Shadoweater has sweep. May as well take our hits. And then I play the Ember Drain next floor and we should be okay. Yeah, sweet. Excellent. Take zeros here. Awesome. Yeah, that was pretty good. Thank you, Hidden Passage, for some shenanigans. Furnace Tap is interesting. I am already leaning the Ember Drain, but the trick is that this Ember Drain is not necessarily very committal, right? I think Dark Deal's probably the right take here. I already have a multi-strike into Shadoweater. Yeah, I'll take Dark Deal, actually. It's a good card. Shadow Siege. He's playable. Wow. Wow, this run had so much good stuff. Look at this man. 4 Ember, but he has Ember Drain 2 by default, and he gains Ember Drain on Slay. but he's also back down to 5 space. He's like such a more reasonable unit here too. Also, he has a +60/+60 infusion, but with Ember Drain too, which is a lot of Ember. You could reasonably play him here to soften up floors, which is kind of funny. But I don't think we'll need to. True enough, I don't think we'll need to. I'm probably doing Ember Space here, thanks to the fact that I have a Draw Relic. Yeah, I'm going to skip this. You could take Shadow Siege, but I'm actually not sure if it's good to splash him here. He comes with his own Ember Drain, and I do not have a Perils right now, so we skip. I think this line should win, right? I'm going to take space first. I definitely need to be able to play 3 morsels with Shadoweater. Yeah. True. I need to go to the Merchant of Steel, I believe. Yes. Very good. Very good. Show me something good. Multi-strike for Shadoweater is pretty great, all things considered. Sure, that's great news. Damage Shield 3 is not bad. Steelworker. This does mean I could put something like Steelworker behind Trample Penumbra on bottom floor, but I think that's bad. Yeah, we're going to skip this. I don't think this is it. I think our line is fairly straightforward from here. I just need to lean into it. Yeah, look at that. Monstrous 2 does not increase space. You love to see it. Just feels so consistent. I love it. Is Damage Shield 3 good enough here? I mean, this almost always represents more than 25 life, right? And I don't know if I don't think I need Quick if I'm trading like 1 Ember every turn, essentially, for Cave-In value, right? Right, because you're basically trading 1 Ember every turn is the thing. Because he's the only thing on the floor. So he gets the 1 Ember Drain, it wears off before you cast it again. In which case, do I even need Shieldstone here? Do I hunt for another multi-strike or something? Take removals next. And then I go to the removals steel shop. You may as well leave this slot open. He has 40 life by default. There's no reason to overflow here. And I buy a removal here because there's money coming up. True. Now, the real challenge to this is how hard do I lean on these relics? I don't think I need Winged Technology with this Cave-In. So I think we're okay. If I remove and consistently hit it, then we should be alright. Yeah, let's move on. Plus, I'm already really high on shards. Ancient Hate, we have a Sweeper. Should be okay to take this. It's a good first turn, as long as the front dude's not infused. You know, I'm not sure why I said anything, but it's fine. It's okay. We're going to take that hit, and we're just going to have to be happy about it. I'm going to take the Shade Splitter here. I was hoping for Ember. It's okay. With any luck, that is the only hit we'll take. We play Weight of Contrition Ritual here. And I play the Fledgling Imp in the back for more scaling. Yeah, that's good. You could Immortal Trade our friend down on bottom, but I don't think I do it yet. Especially since I haven't cleared these curses out, right? This is gross. Heavies are the only things that are getting infused. Tough. Pretty easy line, though. We always kill the Imp. So it's Weight of Contrition and Tumbra Assault. And we play 3 morsels, see what we draw. Good. Scaling is important here. I need to get his numbers up. We're going to use Rage to help. I may as well take the Shade Splitter into the downstairs floor. Sure, why not? Okay. Get more curses, unfortunately. Okay, I do see a Lifesteal Morsel upstairs, which is really good. I need to play Cave-In. The question is now going to be where. Umbra Morsel up top is great news. We take the Weight of Contrition. I need a Dark Deal upstairs. I think we daze middle here. It prevents the heal, and it prevents the curse. You could actually just from this position ascend one of these dudes, right? I could have ascended up and then dazed that and not had the curse on the next turn. I should just ascend him anyway, though. It's fine. I didn't really think about that. I take one curse for that, but it should be fine overall, right? Weight of Contrition, and then we daze middle floor, and we get Ritual up top. We're super fine, though, because we have the Shadoweater had a lifesteal, so he's good. Alright, we're doing 360 here. We should be alright. Immortal Trade into Penumbra is almost a kill here. Wow. That's pretty cool. We're fine upstairs, so let me cave in downstairs. It doesn't change anything, but okay. Yeah, it's a lot of damage coming in, though. We do get double curses, it is? Yeah, because one of the back dudes got the kill. So it's alright. We do Weight of Contrition, Magma Morsel. I can actually ping one out, which is pretty impressive. And then we cave in here. Cool. And then we get another cave in and we should be strong. Excellent news. Cool. Great job. Took no damage, got the trial. Feel pretty good about that. A second cave-in. Crucible extension is one space, but I think we're actually good here. And no prism retrieval either. I think we're fine. Tiresome Climb is another hit. Pretty hard card to skip. It's really good. Because remember, you might not draw cave-in, but I need to feed my Shadoweater, or else he dies. So we'll take Tiresome Climb. It's a really good card here. Great job. Go team. Alright, we go to the magic shop. I need these removals very badly. We have a lot of money. It is Train Steward and Train Steward. Look in the magic shop. Remove Consume? No. 10 in magic power. Could put it in the Umbra Assault. Let's check the temple first. A -2 into the ritual, or actually into the Tiresome Climb is correct. Yeah, if they show me a holdover, it goes in that, and we're super chill with that. 80 into Ring 5 is scary, but I do have a really good line for this. We'll make the ritual free. I think I am at the point where I want Umbra Assault to deal 10 more. So we'll take that here. I can afford it. Oh, wow, a holdover. Huh. That's crazy strong. So holdover Tiresome Climb, holdover Cave-In lets you do disgusting things. And you don't even need both of these cards, really. You just need whichever one you see first. And that's it. We could hold over Dark Deal. That's never it, though. You just hold over Tiresome Climb and you play whichever one you see first. I mean, if these are the two cards you're playing every turn, you're going to win. You do enough damage. The only question then becomes, do I have enough morsel generation? And thankfully, we have abandoned Umbra, so the answer to that is probably yes. And I buy a removal on Train Steward here. Cool. Moving on. 80 shards. Don't be Crystal Cloak. Fine. It's fine. We beat Crystal Cloak anyway. Take the Amulet. I have a good sweeper. I can play Penumbra middle if I need to. We're fine to play him bottom. Big value. We take the Jeweler up top. We take the Shadoweater. And then I think I do need to play the Ritual. And I'm going to put it upstairs because he gets a lot more value out of it. Yeah. Thank you, Penumbra, for existing. Very cool. Morsel, Ritual, second Morsel. We could play the Fledgling Imp. It's pretty decent, actually, and then you just ping it out later or something. The tank on bottom goes to 90. We already hit that number. Rage is a good help on this combat. Yeah, we'll play the Fledgling Imp here. Solid. Very good, very good. Okay. And we see an unbelievable hit of everything we could want. So we save Penumbra's life by ascending out 1 unit. We cave in here. Pretty disgusting, actually. We just kill the imp. I no longer require it. And what? I ascend the tank on bottom because it's fine. We sweep plenty for this. We have a really solid line, by the way. Like, when I'm saying we have a solid line, I genuinely mean we have a really solid line. Yeah, so you ascend the overcharged tank off the floor. We cave in the middle because I'm going to Entumbra Assault this dude on bottom. So Penumbra is fine. In fact, he's chilling. I take Rage up top. Daze this. Penumbra clears that floor. We're fine. Seems good to me. We have this is actually pretty strong, all things considered. We get the morsel plays here. We're on 5 fuel. True. I will click Prismal Dust. I think I can just ascend stuff here. The problem is I'm gonna Immortal Trade the number here. And I don't think I want to play Tiresome Climb. If this were Sycophants of Seraph, I might, but I don't think we need to here. They're dazed up top. I do want to hold over Cave-In, but not Tiresome Climb on this turn. We should easily win this, right? Yeah, I have no doubts. In fact, we're fine. 740 damage on bottom floor. Seems pretty good. 850 with the Rage. He does really well down there, doesn't he? Yeah, thanks a lot, Immortal Trade. Very cool. It's free. We daze, we take morsels just so we have morsels. Shade Splitters are good cards. We blast them with a torch. He dies in 1 hit. Good job. Combat is free. Cool. Great job. Alright, we did it. That was a very high shard Harvester of Death combat. Perils is pretty great. Yeah, I don't think I need this genuinely. Actually, all things considered, I don't think I need this at this state. We're happy to trade the 1 Ember here. And if I show me a 3rd holdover, am I really going to put it on Perils at this stage? Probably not, actually. I'm just going to remove cards from this day. I think we're okay. Inferno? Is there a universe I skip Inferno? I think this is that universe. Fire Chomper's not a bad take, but again, I don't think it's necessary. We're going to skip this, actually. Just keep it chill. True. Take the money. That's good value. I go to the right. If they sell me another holdover, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. I think we're okay either way. I want the removals very badly. These are torches, I believe. Let me just double check. State of my deck. Yeah, it's a torch. I will leave in like 1 torch here just so I can kill that imp. Oh, endless, huh? Do I ever endless imp in front of Penumbra? You could do that, right? Play a middle endless imp him. Huh. It's not terrible, actually. It's pretty good, in fact. Give him some rage. This might be unnecessary, but it's actually quite decent. We can use Immortal Trade to keep our boy alive as long as his HP is intact. I think his stats are the same on Monstrous 3. Yeah, 100 life. I don't think he gets one-shot with a chump blocker, right? I may as well take this. The imp is pretty solid. That does mean I should probably leave in a couple of these unhurt torches. Although I guess I can Entumbra Assault him too, so it's not all doomed. Damage shield 3. This makes this imp ridiculously durable, which is good and bad. I think it's really good, actually. It means Penumbra lives into Patient as well. Quick. Now, Quick is interesting. I think everything that's going upstairs is going to be just straight up dazed, though. I'm just going to be dropping... I'm basically trading 1 Ember every turn for the cave-in hit. So I don't think I need quick, right? So we just give him 25 life and we're cool with that, and it saves us some money. It could have been the damage shield 3, but truthfully, I think the 25 life is just fine. I'll always be able to tank Patient with Abandoned and Umbra if necessary, so it's okay. Yeah, I was looking for the multi-strike. Am I going to see another steel shop? Do I need this dupe for anything? Or am I going to take another ritual battle? No, I'd rather the removals on Ring 8 with the magic shop. So we'll go magic here, in which case this is my last opportunity. So we take this plus 25. Seems good to me. Yeah, seems good to me. What's in this temple? Anything I care about? Man, they're really selling me on these -2s. I will need to take... What is it? At least 20 shards somehow. I'm not doing anything wild with this imp. He's just going to keep Penumbra alive, basically. I'm going to take a -2 and a Prismal Dust then, because this makes a double stack ridiculous, but it also makes a... What is it? A remove consume really good. Go to 95. We're pretty strong right now, thanks to having a draw relic and all of the rage. So, sure. The nice thing about this, by the way, is it means I can commit the cave-in to Shadoweater's floor later on, because Penumbra is defended by the imp. So, do I need a removal here? What do you cut? I actually want to play this next combat out as is and use it as a testing ground to see what the morsel density looks like. Because remember, I am fighting against alloyed constructs and fusion here. Penumbra downstairs, he's chillin'. In which case, I'm happy to... Do I kill? I think I'm going to see something first. I want to take the ritual up top, actually. Yeah, we saved the Prismal Dust. We don't get one shot by this floor, even on the worst days, so it's okay. Alright, this is a Hellhorned Harvest. We just tiresome climb. The dude I don't want to deal with. We play the morsel, of course. I take the ritual. I take the dark deal. I take the shade splitter. Really good turn. The number's kind of just chilling for the first couple rounds. That is an incant shard, which is fine. I can take the Antumbra Assault downstairs for more morsels. Very good, very good. I see Fledgling Imp. Sure, go defend our friend. Yeah, true enough. Defend our friend. I send a dude upstairs, and we're chilling. Cool. Alright, pretty good, actually. I think we are fine. We just got a really good turn into Arcus downstairs, so... Meanwhile, this imp is currently invulnerable, but the nice thing is, again, I don't even have to play the immortal trades. If the imp ever dies, we're chilling. Yeah, I can take this cave-in up top, it's fine. Save the damage shield, because we get the 2 Ember back. It's a Hellhorned Harvest. I can just... Oh yeah, we actually ascend Arcus here. Send him upstairs, because he takes another 300-ish. Good turn. I'll take it. I think we finally lose our imp, which is fine. Ritual, Shade Splitter. It's a really good Prismal Dust. Take it for 4. Cool. I ascend the 95 healther here. I play Cave-In upstairs in the Pyro Room, actually. And then I use the Ascend onto Arcus again, and we incant our Torch, and it's fine. For another 400. This is guaranteed winning the combat, right? That's the whole point of this decision. Play the imp on the downstairs. Hell yeah, brother. Just really good. Ritual on top. I would like to play Shade Splitter, please and thank you. I ascend Arcus and then cave in middle. The nice thing about this is it is free into Relentless, right? It's just free power. Kill the man on the middle, play some morsels. It's good. I want the Fledgling Imp to die, so we take Cave-In Holdover here and play another morsel behind Penumbra because it's good. Cool. I think we're good. We're doing a lot of damage. So this is Fledgling Imp, Immortal Trade, Cave-In downstairs, Immortal Trade again, Ritual Antumbra Morsel up top, or rather a Rubble Morsel. It's a pretty good floor, huh? Yeah, wow. They almost killed, huh? Pretty good. Do I actually play the Fledgling Imp here? You may as well put it in the top, right? Yeah, you might as well, I suppose. We cave in middle, play another morsel here, it's fine. We have 10 fuel. I tank that in front then. I actually think you do play the Fledgling Imp here. We have 10 fuel, we're gonna win. Even though the Imp will eat it, it's okay. This just gives a ton of turns. We win on this, absolutely. Yeah, of course. Go team. Alright. I don't want to say it was easy, but I feel like this line makes a lot of sense. Interesting. I could take the Umbra Stone. The Trample Sweep is pretty solid here. I don't necessarily know if I need it, though. We do have the Rage complementing the Gorge Sweeping, which is pretty cool. One Horn's Tome is dangerous. It might be okay. Melee weakness 4. Playable on these units. I don't think I need it since the Shadoweater is hitting 3 times, though. It's either Umberstone or nothing is really where I'm at here. I think it's nothing, actually. We're fine. We have 3 hits. We're going to be okay. They're all sweeping anyway. I don't really need this cleave damage. We'll be alright. I want to keep my deck small. And this has to be Ember, I believe. I need to be able to play more cards, I'm pretty sure. Although we did feel pretty confident in that last combat, right? But I'm playing Ember Drain aggressively without perils because I skipped it. We'll take the Ember. I think we're okay on 6 draw here. Yeah, thanks a lot, Winged Steel. I knew this would be good. We go to the right for -1s and stuff. Yeah. Let's see, Vortex. Our morsel generation was pretty good, all things considered. I felt very confident in that. I don't really need to kill my Imp. My Imp is now face tanking for Penumbra, so we actually can just send the last 2 torches, I believe. Look in the Forge. We get a full Penumbra upgrade, 170, 100, still 4 space. Ah, I love it. Feels so good. Wow, holdover 3. This is too much now. It has become too much. Simply too much holdover. We could have had holdover perils. Wow, disgusting. It's okay. I didn't need it. It's fine. I think it was safer to not take it. I'll make a Shade Splitter free here. Sure. Reroll this. Permafrost. Not what I wanted. So I hold out. I'm going to the next Merchant of Magic. What do you remove from that state? Is a real good question. We're down to the wire a little bit. Maybe I go to the dupe and we dupe Ritual of Battle, potentially. I'll make another Shade Splitter free. There's no reason not to. It's just a card I want to play all the time. That is a temple, by the way, so I need to hold out in case I need a +10 in piercing or a +30. I'd rather put it in Umbra Assault than the consumed torch. Yeah, we'll just make Shadesplitter free. It's fine. Okay, and we chill. I take whatever the 10 is from that one, unless Spell Chain or something shows up and it's ridiculous. Like, we're talking Lightstone Casing levels of ridiculous. We're pretty consistent. I think we're doing okay. This is a great example of just the Umbra line feeling better in the mod, right? This is a line that doesn't exist in the base game because, you know, Shadoweater is not this consistent in the base game. He's not just a sweeper that Gorge strengthens up. Now, let me be real with you. Heaven's Seal is really concerning because we don't get any of the benefit from Penumbra, basically. He does not kill a 290 ever. And this is Shade Wings, so... Well, he does kill a Dark Wings. I think we don't take this. I don't need this cash, and this is risky. There are... Yeah, like, look at this. Look at this man. That is a 290. We would never chomp that man. Do I take 100 damage here? No. Thanks, Penumbra. That 170 cleans this up so much. Just in an absolutely massive way. I ascend one of these Shade Wings. I don't feel like dealing with it. And I start getting Rage onto Shadoweater. Yeah, this is... I mean, that's a really good draw order. Don't get me wrong. But... You cave in middle here. And I think I actually ascend the Steel Wings out of the way here. So that we put this damage in the upgraded Gilded Wing. I get another Shade Splitter. 6 damage shield. Pretty good. We'll take that up top. Yeah, that's good. And I have 2 Ember Morsels, so I'm just going to take this Immortal Trade while I have the opportunity. I think we're good for it. Our line feels very safe. We play the Fledgling Imp here on bottom. It dies, but it gives Rage, which is excellent. Take Morsels upstairs. Play the cards we need to play. So, you know, Ritual of Battle, basically. Everything else is free. We daze mid-floor. I think we can ascend. It doesn't matter. Do I even need this Tiresome Climb at this point? Maybe not, actually. Let me think about it for a moment. No, I don't think so, actually. I think we're okay. I just keep dazing middle, and then they walk up with daze. I don't even bother with the Ember Drain. Obviously on the Divinity, we're going to be, you know, dazing Divinity up top, so I will take this trade. And then on Patient, we daze him wherever the hell he is. But I want the Imp to die. We can scale Penumbra to actually help. Yeah, we just let that go. It's fine. This is a great example of what I mean, though, is... like, it's just fine. Play the Fledgling Imp. Sure, that's great. We kill something downstairs for the Morsels, because it's really good to have Morsels. We daze mid-floor again, and... I suppose we give Penumbra a Morsel? Sure, dude. It's fine. I think we've got it. We've got the right offensive scaling. We have Rage for our Sweeper. We have Rage for Penumbra. It's good. It's good, yeah. We daze middle again. Nothing is changing here. Play Shade Splitters when you can. I actually really like the Shade Splitter density here. I don't think we want to remove these, is an important consideration. I might make them free, but I don't think we need to do anything else. Yeah, I think we're okay. Otherwise. Yeah, we just kind of keep this up. Our deck density is really strong right now. You just put Fledgling Imp downstairs. I mean, we have 17 Rage on Penumbra, which is actually really good. So, it's pretty good to me. True. True enough. Yeah, so we take the magma morsel upstairs. I will always cave in middle, which is good. I wish to ascend. I'm going to double ascend the back lines here. And then we take morsels upstairs. Doesn't really matter, huh? No, it does not matter if I put anything bottom. So I'll just, you know, here you go. Have an ember morsel. We'll be okay. We do 1,000 damage on this floor, which is remarkable, actually. That's really good. And this is a great example of what I mean, though. You ascend this man, the boss. He's dead, but I'm going to cave in. Then we get our morsel. Then we get another morsel. And just look at the upper end here. We're doing 600 to the floor, 660 to the floor. With a lot of security, because we played right and hit well. So, cool. They show me Umbra Stone again, and the Kindle. We could actually unironically take this Kindle and then use it for a massive Prismal Dust turn, which is actually good for Relentless purposes, so I will do this. Sure. Tiresome Climb 2, Imp in a Box, Pyre Chomper, nah, I think it's fine. Now, the real question is, removals are not actually that important, right? I think if you're going to remove anything, it is one Immortal Trade and honestly the Consume Torch, right? Or maybe one Shade Splitter. We get down to a small enough deck state. What would I do on the dupe, though, is the real question. Just another ritual, basically. Nothing else is really worth it, I don't think. We have the right density. Yeah, I'm going to go left, actually. I changed my mind again. I would like to see the removals. One is one Immortal Trade. And I actually think I kick Hidden Passage here. Because, yeah, it's Hidden Passage, Immortal Trade. Because I have the holdover Tiresome Climb. This Hidden Passage is not necessary anymore. It is valuable. One Immortal Trade is enough to top off our units. I don't think I need this many. I'm not playing this many. Cool. Show me Remove Consume, Permafrost. It's a little annoying. Merchant of Trinkets, though. Ooh, Railhammer. You really could have gone in on a really cool Apex Imp line here. I don't want Precious Plating or Teeth of Gold. We'll re-roll it. Collection of Tales is good here because I'm raging 2 different floors, actually. It's true. And I don't want to buy removals. Our deck is really thin, and I need this density. So yeah, I'll buy Collection of Tales. Sure. I will take a -1 into Kindle. It represents a 2 Ember swing on the important turn. I don't want to buy removals, remember. I need to solve shards. So let's solve that real quick. Tendon Piercing and Tumber Assault is really good, or I can Spell Chain here. You could Spell Chain Kindle for a stupid amount of damage shield. Yeah, that gets worth 110, right? Oh yeah, that's good. Excellent. Love to see it. And then now, with that taken, I can do +10 into Antumber Assault. I'm actually going to freeze the Prismal Dust. Am I? No, I'm not. I could freeze the Immortal Trade, always have it on the right turn. That takes me to 145. If you reroll, you don't get to take what you want. So instead, we buy the +10 here. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need that frozen. Holdover again. What an unfortunate hit. Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess I make Prismal Dust -1 then. It's actually, it does not matter. We make Shade Splitter free, I suppose, instead. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't think there's a holdover target in here for me, honestly. No, we have every card we want. I don't actually want to play Dark Deal every turn or something like that. Or Immortal Trade or whatever. You could take a holdover Shade Splitter, but I think we're fine. I'd rather draw around. 110 out of 100, I feel reasonably confident about this. It's a pretty cool line. Am I really not taking a removal? What if I just remove a Shade Splitter? I think our density is going to be okay with all things said. Yeah, I'm going to cut one Shade Splitter. There's no reason to not buy a removal here. Go to 20 cards. That is just consistency plus plus. I mean, because think about it. If I redraw my deck, I just see the old Shade Splitters again, so fine. All right, 110 out of 100. Let's go. I've mentioned this a couple times. I feel reasonably confident about this line. I feel like this is good. And this is, in my opinion, one of the lines that Umbra needs, right? Umbra needs something like this. This improves the consistency of the clan by a massive amount. Having a sweeper that actually benefits offensively from gorging is kind of incredible. Turn 1, Tiresome Clan, by the way. You'll love to see it. Draw a card. Okay, good news. Penumbra comes chilling on bottom. I guess I incanted the boss. I'm a little disrespectful here, simply because I think he's going to be permanently dazed now that I hit like that, right? Yeah, I ascend him. Honestly, it's a lot of damage coming in. 45, 75. It's 30. Huh. Okay, so the deal is, I think I take the Fledgling Imp down here, and we just kind of ignore Patient. It's cool, yeah. I'm going to Antumbra Assault the front man here. He has, what, 4 hits coming in? So 1, 2, 3. So actually I Antumbra Assault one of the mid dudes. I want the exact damage coming in. We need these 3 morsels upstairs. Yep, Shade Splitter, good. Can give that to Penumbra. Sure, why not? And then we ascend Patient off the floor, and we just keep going crazy on days here for a while. True, true. Right, I need to Fledgling Imp downstairs. Good. I need to ping the Lightwings here. True. I take a morsel. We have the Kindle in play. I will play Dark Deal up top. I'm going to ascend Seraph and accept 1 Ember Drain on this turn. I think not, actually. I think next turn is probably going to be my Kindle Slap Prismal Dust turn. So we'll cave in middle here, and we'll hold on to Kindle. Yeah. He should go bottom. That's perfect. Yeah, okay. Rubble Morsel up top. We play the Kindles first. We go to 8. This takes us to 14. Play the cards we need to play. So Fledgling Imp tanks that whole floor. Good. We Tiresome Climb Seraph. We cave in middle. I do want to play the Rage, and then I take 14 damage shield here. Man, imagine if that had been double stacked. 14 is enough. I'm pretty confident. We're going to be okay, because nothing is going to waste it, right? That is the important thing. Oh, Penumbra does take a slap here, sadly. Let's see what we draw into first. That's another ritual. Sure, why not? Yeah, our morsel density is fine with 1 removed, by the way. No worries whatsoever. We ascend Seraph. We daze Seraph and the mid-floor. I accept the 90 into Penumbra here. If he ends up dying, honestly, it's fine. Let's see. Magma Morsel. Oh, Lifesteal Morsel, huh? I will save Penumbra. Yes. Immortal Trade is a good hit. I could make sure the Imp dies here, which is kind of nice, right? You make sure the Imp's getting hit 3 times. So if I Dark Deal the Imp, actually, he will die exactly, which is pretty good. Means I get a fresh tank for next turn. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll take the Lifesteal up top now because I have Immortal Trade for Penumbra, who loves that value. We still daze middle. I don't want to take those hits. Sure. Cool. I think we're fine. Yeah, we cave in the patient friend. And then now I begin the Does Penumbra actually just 1v1 Seraph with 14 days doing 200 damage? He might. Huh. It's kind of funny, actually. Interesting. It might actually work out that way. Especially if I ascend the Gilded Wing here. Okay. I'm interested to see if I can get Penumbra to 1v1 him. Oh, he comes close, dude. Wow. Alright, you cave in. Oh yeah, he wins. That's good. Alright, fair. You actually, it gets a little better too if you ascend something off the floor, but it's fine. We did it. Great job. We won't mess with it. Why am I buffing Shadoweater? Doesn't matter. Penumbra 1v1's freaking Seraph. That's excellent. And he just punches the hell out of him, huh? Yeah, totally. Because the imp tanks around. Penumbra has like 8 melee weakness. Good run so far. Penumbra, a lot of value. Big fan. The fact that I can put a chump blocker with Penumbra on Monstrous with only 1 space take, pretty excellent. Right, now keep in mind, last Divinity, draw order does matter. Penumbra will chill downstairs, I believe. I'm going to put him middle, actually. I'm going to put him downstairs. Change my mind. I have the lifesteal. It's okay. Play the Rubble Morsel. We always play Shadoweater. Okay, he doesn't actually eat any of these. So what we actually do is we take 2 morsels and give them to Penumbra for next turn. Now we don't have the days yet. So Shadoweater just gets punched in the head. This is going to be Penumbra's game until I draw something. I drew something. Go team. Penumbra's game. Fledgling Imp on downstairs. We do get a morsel up top, which is huge value. We can start Rage up top as well. Looks good. Again, remember, we're trading 1 Ember upstairs every turn once we hit that cave in. Alright, we did it. Great. Good job. Fledgling Imp. It's fine. I could split the floor. It is an interesting consideration. You always cave in up top. It's just, it is a thing. That will be forevermore. Basically, we just trade this 1 Ember and we accept it. True. Now, I think we need to Ritual up top, no doubt. I need to keep this damage moving. Yes. Now, next floor. We are doing 190 something. We clear mid. Good. I could reasonably ascend the Dark Wings up, but I think it's wrong. We're not going to do enough damage. So I think the right decision here is to ascend the Clipped Conduit. We should be able to take the damage on Shadoweater next turn. I could also ascend it off into the Pyre Room too, right? I think that is super correct. This saves a good amount into Penumbra. We will take the Antumbra Assault first. I think it is fine. Sure. And I feed 2 more morsels upstairs. That's good. I do not think I want to play the Immortal trade here. Yeah. I think that's true. Okay. Penumbra, good job, buddy. You're doing great. Yeah, this top floor looks bad up until the point where I cave in it. And then it looks suddenly very good. We play Fledgling Imp downstairs. He does a great job. I actually am pretty sure I do ascend the Conduit Redirector and accept 3 pyre damage here. I would like to not take 20 into Shadoweater. There's a lot of damage we're taking. Yeah, I think I am. I'll take the pyre health. It's fine. We'll do ritual here. It's good. I do want to burn this torch. What are we up to? 300, so we clear middle. Let's work on chains a little bit then. Cool. We do not take the prismal dust on this turn. My perfect score. Oh no, I took 3, but I think it is incredibly correct. We got a lifesteal morsel in, so I'm feeling significantly better about Shadoweater's prospects. We continue the cave-in insanity. I'm doing 330. I'm doing 330. I don't think I do anything with chains here. Penumbra is dying. Penumbra is not dying. Good job. I was looking at that and I said, oh, that's not good, huh? Alright, Fledgling Imp, save our lad. Hold up. Before I do anything, is this the Prismal Dust turn? I believe it actually is, right? Yeah, so we kindle, and now we begin playing cards. Right. I will Fledgling Imp downstairs. It doesn't save our lad. It's a shame. Ritual up top, I think will clear chains. Excellent. We do want to play the Weight of Contrition. Now, I could accept this 14, which bounces around, and then I could save Penumbra. Probably correct, right? Save our lad. I do take 2 Ember Drain for it. So what you do then is you ascend the imp off the floor, get it killed there, and you cave in downstairs to save Penumbra at 5 life, and we play 17 damage shield upstairs. Feels good, yes. Okay. Alright, my lad. You need to survive this turn. Oh no, I have to taste it. Oh no. Okay, so Rubble Morsel up top. I think it's valuable enough to save Penumbra here. So what you do is I'm doing what, 280, 420-ish? I should not. If I ascend the Priest of the Light, I actually think I get there. You send the mini boss. And then you play the imp. He lives. You give him Immortal Trade. And then I take these hits upstairs, and it's okay. And on this turn, because I Immortal Traded downstairs, I will cave in middle. It's a good trade, yeah. We take some damage shield up top, but I think that is an acceptable trade here. We get to keep Penumbra alive for a good long while here. Great job. Go team. Let's see. Play the morsel. You draw a ritual. Ritual is good. We actually kill chains unbelievably, which is great news. Shade Splitter. Ah, yes, actually, perfect. The one morsel type I wanted here. Ember. I then cave in up top. Tiresome Climb the boss. And Penumbra's chillin', so I just throw 25 damage at Divinity. I think we've got it. Yep, I think we have gotten it. Get it, Penumbra. I do want to stop those curses. So I think we will stop those curses. I will cave in bottom then. I then play the Fledgling Imp. I only want the 1 Ember Drain, not more. And take the Rage up top. And we Tiresome Climb up top for 7 days, and we should be winning, right? I think Penumbra does a chunk of work here. Do you live? Penumbra 1v1's God, so we're actually... The game is just unbelievably free. Yeah, Penumbra actually just 1v1's God, which is incredible. I can even make it better, right? Absolutely, I can. Excellent work. All right, go team. So we went on 2 floors. We actually made Penumbra a really important part of our line. Shadoweater, really strong carry in the mod. Feels very good. A big part of our damage is this plus 148 from the rage scaling. It's easy to look at this and go, wow, Shadoweater is kind of busted, huh? But think about it. He's only doing 85 by 3. He would be clearing 290s right now if he had no help from this rage. So really, who are you thinking? Shadoweater or Ritual of Battle? You tell me. Let's end this. Good run. Very good run. We went on 2 floors. We'd love to see it. Penumbra, really solid. He really showed up today. I'm a big fan. I think that change to Monstrous makes him extremely compelling. He just feels so good. That's awesome. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't have much else to tell you, I don't think. I'm going to hit up the run summary, and yeah, we'll talk it through. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so I need to tell you that for me, a big goal of the mod with Umbra in particular was to make the clan not feel like bottom of the barrel, but also to not turn it into some ridiculous super high rolly thing. I think Penumbra's consistency was really important to this because it matters. But also, just having units like Shadoweater in the mod exist is really important because Shadoweater in the base game has some interesting carrying lines. Things like Shadoweater with Alpha Fiend, things like Shadoweater with Branded Warrior, things like Shadoweater and Thorned Hollow, etc., etc. It has the niche lines, but they're really hard to assemble. So ultimately, Shadoweater usually just kind of gets relegated to a very straightforward, I don't know, kill backline forehead kind of gameplay, which is fine, but it falls off very quickly, and so oftentimes it just gets removed from runs because it doesn't do as well. It's like a bad sweeper in the base game is really it. You can still do a lot of the same things in the mod with that Shadoweater. I could put Alpha Fiend in this and still have a really cool run. Or I could still put Branded Warrior in it and have a cool run. But it doesn't work quite as well with Thorned Hollow, but you have other options in the mod for that, so that's cool. And the nice thing about this is it adds one more banner unit that I feel relatively can consistently get there, which is really important because poor Umbra lacks that right now. We'll have an opportunity, of course, to play some of the other ones and hopefully see similar value out of those, but this was very promising. We went in on a line that seemed like it should work, and it worked very convincingly. And truly, Cave-In, man, the modded Cave-In. I mean, obviously the -2 was a huge hit here, but you basically trade 1 Ember on Cave-In with this line, and you daze the hell out of the Divinity. Umbra needs a card like this. They certainly did. They really needed a card like this, all things considered. So I'm extremely pleased with how it performed. It felt balanced at 2 Ember, and with the Ember Drain 1 competing against the Dazed, I was trading, but I planned for this, right? Basically, I took this Ember from Fel. I guess it was Arcus. I took this Ember from Arcus specifically to counteract the Cave-In hit. And I think that was really important. We were playing all of our Ember on multiple turns, so that was good. And having the backup Tiresome Climb with Holdover, also really good, by the way. And if you compare these 2 cards, Tiresome Climb versus Cave-In, they feel pretty well balanced against each other, right? Tiresome Climb to a single unit, but with an Ascend component, which is really cool. But it also has no downside, whereas Cave-In has a downside, 2 cost, but it affects the whole floor, which is really strong. So yeah, I really like the balance of these 2 cards against each other. They feel distinct and well suited for their clans, which I like a lot. They feel thematic. That's very nice. 5 damage and Tumber Assault? Dude, just go and look at the Seraph combat. There was an Elite Shadewings that I popped with Antumber Assault. 5 damage needs to happen for this card. Seriously, it's an important threshold. Modded Kindle did work too. We were using that for a huge Prismal Dust payout. Big fan. Big fan. Yeah, this was a good run. This felt good. This felt modded. This felt strong, but also like I had the right answers that was shown to me. So, good stuff. It does bring us up to a 2-win streak on the series. So hell yeah. And all right, I mean I'll leave you at that. So, yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.